Welcome everyone to Combat Wrestling Trivia. Tonight the quarterfinals continues in the World Tournament for 2023 as Dwayne Atkinson takes on JB3, the winner, playing Paul B in the semifinals. Let's take you to that match right now. Welcome in, everyone. You can see me here on your screen. If you are out there, please let me know. I don't know. Could you be watching? Maybe. Today we have a quarter-final match as Dwayne Atkinson looks to continue on in the tournament after his win over Nico Rigoli in the first round. And JB3, one of our play-ins that has moved his way through with, some would say, an upset over JPO after defeating Ryan Payne in the play-in round. He upset JPO the last time you saw him, but we are going to find out which one of these guys will move on to face Paul Mead in the semifinals. But let's go ahead and introduce those players right now. First, representing the Pullet Club, he is the resident Santa Claus of CWT. He is Dwayne Atkinson. Dwayne, how you doing?
It's good to be back, man. How y'all doing? Been looking forward to this match. Like I was saying before, JB3 beat JPO, and I would be the one to admit I bet the house in that match and lost. So, again, I don't know whether to be scared or happy at the same time. I am looking forward to this match. Did get one win over JB3. I'm trying to hope that we can do it one more time.
Absolutely. We will have to see what goes on when we go to this match. Welcome in Steve Mesa. He is here to rep his fellow Pullet Club member, Steve Mesa. Welcome in. And now you have to introduce your opponent. He is the current owner and runner of Lights Out Trivia on YouTube and the former Combat Wrestling Trivia owner. He is representing the Pepperoni Factory. It's JB3. JB3, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Cass. Thank you for asking. Today is a good day. Today is a day where we're going to play some wrestling trivia. Yes, Dwayne, he has a victory over me, and so I could say that I'm coming in here, I need to get my win back, which, you know, that mentality kind of could be there a little bit, but there's two big things here. The first thing, which I always have three things to say. The first thing I want to say is that I'm here to try to advance the tournament, obviously. The second thing I want to say is, of course, shout out to the reigning, defending CWT Pro Wrestling Trivia champion, Andrew the Dude Hayes, the greatest CWT player I'll just say, I won't disrespect you, Cass, in the league now. And thirdly, I want to get some points for my Pepperoni Factory. Pepperoni Factory here, I'm representing. So
Holler! If you hear
me! Hey,
11 Howell, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. They have a message. They said WWE's TV deal is set to expire almost a year from now, and reports are saying that SmackDown is potentially leaving Fox after 2024. Where do you think SmackDown is going to go in the next year? Guys, want to answer that?
I think they're going to stay on Fox.
I think so, too.
And I think if anywhere...
I'd say USA picking them back up again.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. US, they'll just go back to USA. But 11th Owl, thank you for being here. Let us know if you're 11th Owl, 11th Owl, 11th Owl, 11th Owl. 11th Owl sounds right. Let us know if we're saying that right. But thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here. Welcome to CWT, and I hope you enjoy this match. Because first, it's time, Dwayne. It's time to bet those loonies. Where you bet your loonies on Dwayne, will you bet them on JB3? You can go ahead and do that. Use your channel points down here. He says that it's likely that NBC is going to pick up SmackDown on the big network. That would be insane to have it wrestling on NBC outside of Saturday Night's Main Event back in the day.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for being here. We're going to go ahead and... Hang on, I got to do my thingy. We're going to start with round number one. Go ahead and get your loony bets in, everyone. Yeah, that's true. They do. Well, it's like Saturday, isn't it? Like Saturday Night Stunner, not Saturday Night's Main Event. The house shows. I'm not sure. Maybe it's Friday, Sunday Stunner. It's Sunday Stunner and Saturday's Main Event. You are right.
Sunday,
I am
Sunday.
wrong. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and start with round number 1. And round number 1, it works like this: 4 questions worth 1 point each. 2 questions each based on first round strengths given by both combatants. 1 final question with 4 possible answers in a random category. 1 point per correct answer. 8 total points available in round number 1. We're going to start with your strength, JB3, and you chose NXT ladder matches. Your guys' first question is: which wrestler is the most recent to win the North American Championship in a ladder match when they did so at NXT Halloween Havoc 2022? Yeah, I would like to see Saturday Night's Main Event revived. I obviously was not watching wrestling when the first one came around, but I was pretty hyped when they brought it back in 06. I mean, people might not have liked it, but the fact that I could watch wrestling on Saturdays besides like Velocity was pretty sweet. You want to revive as a YouTube show? That'd be pretty cool. Maybe like show like clips from the house shows every once in a while. That'd be pretty sweet. But these guys are in. Dwayne, what do you have?
Wesley.
Wesley and JB3.
I might have been confused on this. The most recent to win the North American Championship and not also defend it. I thought it was Cameron Grimes.
Wait a minute. Was Wesley? I don't think Wesley was the champ going in.
Was he not?
Let me see. Wait,
So
what
the
is it?
most recent to win the North American Championship
Yeah,
ladder match.
he thinks that you thought Wesley might have been the champion going in.
I thought so. I thought so.
Cameron,
It was vacant after they stripped it from Solo Sikoa, so Wesley is the
that's
answer.
right.
Yeah, so Wesley is the correct answer. We'll move on to question number 2. 11th Owl is from Detroit. JB3.
What's up?
He's from Detroit, or they, them, whatever you identify yourself as. We don't know you, but 11th Owl is from Detroit. It's one of the last shows WB to the Cobo Hall. That's good. And your second question: which tag team won the NXT Tag Team Championships in a 4-way ladder match at Takeover 25?
I'm not too confused on this one.
I am. It's just a shot in the dark.
All right. JB3, what do you have?
It would be the Street Profits.
Dwayne.
Oh. Woo.
The Street Profits. That is correct. Moving
Good job,
on
Dwayne.
to your strength, Dwayne. You chose a WCW oh my god moments. And your question is, this is more of an oh my god, I can't believe they did this, but during the NWO mocking of the Four Horsemen in 1997, which member of the Horsemen did Kevin Nash portray?
I still love this segment.
It's great. Ironically, it's also been used as a venue for indie wrestling events. Oh, that's pretty sweet. The Cobo Hall still exists, or Cobo Center, whatever it's called. The one that the Giant got thrown off of. Not a question, obviously, oh my god moments. But anyway, you guys were quick in on that. Dwayne, what do you have?
Double A.
And JB3?
Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson is
Arn
correct.
Anderson.
Oh my god, I can't believe they did that. All right,
Not
second
your
question.
Spot, my dog spot, but my spot.
And your second question. What was the name of the Inferno type match between Vampiro and Sting at the 2000 Great American Bash? See the match type. So it was like an Inferno match, but it wasn't called Inferno match. But what was it called?
Let's watch the video on this today too. I think
Ah.
it was right before I fell out on my nap. There's so many things I remember about it with the name.
Jim Cornette and Santino. Oh, okay. Cobo Arena and Cobo Hall are two different things. I gotcha. That's pretty cool. That's still there, though. Ignore me, guys. I'm just talking to the people in the chat.
I'm not gonna remember this.
I don't either.
Oh, they are the same thing. Okay. Only reason I would know that is because it's like the arena they had the monster truck match on.
I don't know, man. I'm just
Taking a guess.
taking a shot in the dark.
All right, JB3, what do you have?
I just said the fire starter match because I can't. I have no idea.
And Dwayne?
House of Fire.
It was a Human Torch match.
Human Torch. I knew it. I knew
Human
it.
Torch.
Is that when he
Alright.
jumped off the top of the
Yeah, he
top
lit him on fire
It
and
was-
pushed him off.
It was
Yeah.
a stump doubles what it was.
Yep. All right, so currently we have 3 for Dwayne, 2 for JB3, and we are going to go into the 4-point question. Today it comes in the category of the Attitude Era. And your question is: Triple H, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, and Savio Vega took on which 4 wrestlers in the main event of No Way Out of Texas 1998? Leventhal says people know it as the former Pistons Arena and the home of the Detroit Auto Show. Did you ever go to the Detroit Auto Show, JB3?
I know. Seen a lot of pictures and videos, but never.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes historic arenas are fun to keep around. I mean, some of them are dumps, like in baseball, Fenway Park, classic arena, dump. And if Ariel, you're watching, I'm sorry, Fenway Park is a dump. I just get told to shut up. All right. You guys both have 4 answers.
Yeah.
All right. Dwayne, what do you have?
Just 4 simple names: The Rock, Steve Austin, Mankind, and Kane.
And JB3.
I was just trying to figure stuff out, so I put Rock, D'Lo, Mark Henry, and Owen Hart.
Okay. So, your correct answers are Steve Austin, Owen Hart, Cactus Jack, and Chainsaw Charlie. We will accept Mankind, same human. So, Dwayne, you got 2. JB3, you still got 1 with Owen Hart. It was it was going into WrestleMania 14. Shawn Michaels wasn't on this team. It was replaced by Savio Vega, to the crowd going, what? Savio Vega? Get out of here. So, we're going to continue on to round number 2, and it is 5 for you, Dwayne, 3 for JB3. Still let's just call it a final round 1 point, a 1 question swing. We are going to go to round number 2. And round number 2, it works like this. 4 questions for each player based on the second strength provided before the match. Each correct answer will award 1 point, and there is no steals. 4 total points available in round number 2. And JB3, you chose AEW Battle of the Belts. And your first question, JB3. Who is the AEW Women's Champion going into the first Battle of the Belts event?
That would be Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Could have just said Britt Baker, but I will accept that. Don't do the finger thing, Dwayne. I swear to God. I swear to God. Disgusting. I cringe. And your second question. By which method did Orange Cassidy successfully defend the International Championship against Lance Archer at Battle of the Belts 7? So, by which method did he win?
He won by countout.
He sure did win by countout. And your third question. How many times have the AEW Tag Team Championships been defended at Battle of the Belts events?
If my memory serves me correct, it would be only 1 time.
It would be 1 time, and the Acclaim successfully defended against Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. And your final question. Which move did Dustin Rhodes used to put Sammy Guevara through a table from the ring apron to the floor at Battle of the Belts 1?
Okay, so I don't really remember this, but knowing Dustin Rhodes, there's only one move that I think that he would do that to, and knowing Sammy, he would take that move. I'm gonna guess a Canadian Destroyer.
Well, you would guess correct because it was a Canadian destroyer.
Yes.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Yes, giving you 4 for 4 on that. We're gonna bring you.
I'd have picked, yep. Elbow.
All right. We're bringing you up to 7. Let's see at the chats. He says, I mean the exterior. You really like the Cobalt Hall, Mr. Leventhal. You really like the Cobalt Hall. All right. We're going to go to you, Dwayne, and you chose WWE Oh My God moments. And your first question is, who did Edge spear through a flaming table at WrestleMania 22?
Mick Foley.
That is correct. Your second question. Who did Braun Strowman throw from the top of a steel cage at WrestleMania 35?
Shane McMahon.
Also correct. Who did Christian hit the kill switch on from the top of a bridge ladder in the Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania 25?
Trying to think who was in that match. I'm just going to say Kofi Kingston.
That is incorrect. It was the winner of the match, CM Punk.
I couldn't remember if he was in that one or not.
One question remaining, and that question is, who did Goldberg spear through a chamber pod in the main event Elimination Chamber match at SummerSlam 03?
Chris Jericho.
That is correct, bringing you up to 8. You got 3 for 4, bringing you up to 8 points.
All right, good job, Dwayne.
8 to 7, but it is time for the battle zone. In the battle zone, it works like this. One question with at least 10 possible answers will be asked. The player with the lowest score will start. They have 5 guesses each. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. 5 total points available per player. And today, your question comes in the category of WWE Payback. Your question is, excluding tag team matches, who are the 10 wrestlers that have main evented WWE Payback pay-per-view events? Also PLE, whatever you want to call it. They're all pay-per-views to me still. But there's 10 wrestlers that have main evented that show that are not in tag matches. JB3, we'll start with you.
I'll just start. I'll just start with. Golly. I'm trying to remember this year. I'll just. Oh man, that was just now. Yeah, I'll just say Seth Rollins.
Okay. And Dwayne?
Roman Reigns.
Okay. JB3, back to you.
Braun Strowman.
Okay. Dwayne?
Undertaker.
Okay. And JB3?
The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Dwayne, back to you.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Waiting for that one. All right.
All right.
JB3?
I'm just gonna say Jey Uso because I don't know anymore.
Okay. And Dwayne?
How many more we got? 2 more?
Yep, you got 2 more. JB3 has 1.
Randy Orton.
Okay. And JB3, your final one.
I'll just say Jimmy Uso.
Okay. And Dwayne finishes off.
Finn Balor.
Okay. All right. So, your correct answers are starting with the first one in 2013. John Cena, Ryback, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, Braun Strowman, The Fiend Bray Wyatt, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Dwayne, you got 3. JB3, you also got 3. So the score differential stays the same, but it is now 11 to 10. 11 to 10.
Good job, Dwayne.
As we go into the final round. And today, the final round.
Oh, he said excluding tag team matches.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say,
I didn't say nothing.
yeah. All right. 3 points per correct answer. Starting with the lowest score, each player will choose 3 numbers between 1 and 10. Each player will answer their own question until they take the lead. If one player's out of questions on the lead, the game is over. If one player runs out of question for the leader answers any of theirs, a knockout is declared. There will not be overtime today. We currently have a 1-point swing. But JB3, number between 1 and 3 is shuffle the final round.
How about 3?
It's fine with me. 1 and a 2. And 3. Now you have 3 numbers between 1 and 10.
All right. Normally I do different numbers based off of certain things, so I'm going to try to manipulate it. I'm going to go 1.
Okay.
I'm going to go 3 and 6.
And Dwayne.
258.
258.
Yes.
2, 5, and 8. All right, JB3, we're going to start with your first question. It comes in the category of women's wrestling. JB3, your question is: who is one of the 2 wrestlers to have the most reigns with the WWE Divas Championships? There's 2 possible answers, only need 1.
The most reigns with the Divas Championship? I don't know, Michelle McCool.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for either AJ Lee or Eve Torres.
Oh, I thought Beth Phoenix would have been one of them.
No, AJ Lee or Eve Torres, they both have 3. So, JD3, we're going to move on to your second question. It comes in the category of the Royal Rumble. So, take your time, whatever you need. You have time. What was the first year which a superstar representing Raw won the Royal Rumble match?
Representing Raw?
So, after the brand split, obviously, the first one.
Oh golly. Okay. Okay. The first. I need to give you a year.
Yes. So.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just let me go through my memory banks and see if I can come up with a yes. Okay, so I'm hoping I'm right about this. I'm going to say 2005.
That is correct for 3 points. So that's where that one gets tricky, because in 2004, Chris Benoit challenged for the Raw title, but he was on SmackDown when he won the Royal Rumble.
And Shawn Michaels super kicked him and signed the contract.
Because that's legal, right?
Right.
You just go around like, I'm just gonna walk into a random office while some guy signed his big like 6-figure contract and punch him in the mouth and sign the contract and be like, it's mine now.
Right.
I've seen worse.
Oh god.
I've seen MJF restart his own match.
Yeah. All right. So JB3, that brings you up to 13. Now, Dwayne, we're gonna go to your first question. It comes in the category of Ring of Honor. Your question, Dwayne. Who did Samoa Joe defend the ROH TV Championship against at Supercard of Honor 2023?
Briscoe. Mark Briscoe.
That is correct for 3 points.
Good
I was
job.
like, you just said Briscoe, like,
I couldn't think. I
I
was
was like, I need something more.
I couldn't think of his first name for a second. And I said, well, maybe you'll think. But it come to me the last minute.
All right, so 14 to 13. Now, JB3, we are going to go to your final question. And it comes in the category of AEW. And JB3, your question is, which former NWA Women's Champion challenged Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's Championship at Double or Nothing 2022?
Cool. I'm just gonna throw out a guess here. If I get this incorrect because there's someone I can't think of, congratulations, Dwayne. But the only person I can really think of is Serena Deeb.
The winner of this match, and moving on, will be decided after. The correct answer is Serena Deeb.
I knew it was right.
I thought I could get you.
I was thinking her, Allison Kay, and I don't think Allison Kay ever challenged him with pay-per-view.
All right. So, JB3, that moves you up to 16. You are out of questions. Dwayne, you still have 2 remaining. We are going to go to your second question. It comes in the category of NXT. And your question, Dwayne. At which TakeOver event did Johnny Gargano win his first North American Championship?
I'm not good at these. So I'm going to say Portland.
That is incorrect. It was Phoenix, the other P on the West Coast area. But not the West Coast, but not really. But anyway. Yeah, Phoenix was that. So, you have one question left, and you chose number 8. And that corresponds to the Attitude Era. So, Dwayne, your question is, how many times were Edge and Christian WWF Tag Team Champions?
If this isn't right, JB3, great game, friend. I'm going to say 7.
The winner of this match, and moving on to face Paul Mead in the semifinals, is Dwayne Atkinson. The correct answer is 7. They held the title 7 times during the Attitude Era. That is correct. 7 times for Edge and Christian. So Dwayne with the final score of 17 to 16. A back and forth battle there in the end. You guys pretty much went back and forth for the most part. But congratulations, Dwayne. You pulled that one out of there. Did you have any idea what that, or did you just pull a number out of your ass?
I knew it wasn't 6, but I wasn't sure if it was 8.
Okay.
I knew it wasn't more than 8.
All right, so Dwayne, you're going to move on to the next round. You're going to any words for your opponent today? You already said some words before your answer, but any words for Paul Mead in the semifinals?
This is going to be a toughie. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, guys. So I have faced Paul not one-on-one in CWT, but I have played him in the Iron Man match last year. But same story, different format. But it's going to be a great game. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
I do believe I won the tournament last year, so I kind of hope to repeat again this year.
Yeah, it could happen. You were the Iron Man World Contenders Tournament winner. But JB3, Great showing, back and forth at the end, still scored 16 points. JB3, your thoughts on this? And any call-outs in the future for CWT that you like to face? Because there's someone that I want you to face that I don't know if you're aware of, because I think it'll be a great match, but we'll tell you about that if you have anything to say.
Okay, well, first off, congratulations to Dwayne. Very, very well played. You did really good in your strengths. You also did just as good as me in the battle zone. All three of your final round questions. Ryan, when Ryan played me, it was the final round that was his defeater. JPO, it was the final round that he was his defeater. I did pretty good in the final round today, just like then, and put the pressure on you, Dwayne, and you succeeded and answered all your questions correct. So kudos to you for that. The disappointing part is Pepperoni Factory, I kind of feel like I let my teammates down. But
fuck the dude, he doesn't matter.
No, I'm not with you on that. I love you both. But then in the matchup, if I was confused on the first question, I took a point loss on that one. I probably, it is what it is. And then if I would have just used my brain better, I was trying to deduce the time period for the 4-pointer. I just got that wrong. And then I told myself I should have looked at some of these main events because there's been a theme lately. So if I would have, again, I didn't think about tag team stuff. In my mind, it was right there in front of my face. And I kind of just was like, totally just, forgot about that. So there's a few things I think that if I would have swapped out and I would have been a little bit smarter with, it could have been a different result today. But still, nothing to take away from Dwayne and nothing to take away from myself. Losing 16 points, that's as long as I do decently well and I don't just do trash, I think I feel pretty good. So again, congratulations, Dwayne. As far as call-outs, honestly, there is one person I do want to play. This person has been dodging me in every other league there is. And in fact, to pull back the curtain, he's kind of been dodging me in real life. He used to be like my little brother, and now you just ignore me. Why? Because I'm not on your channel anymore? Is that what it is? Or why? Because you don't run trivia anymore? You want to come to me and ask me for your advice all the time when it comes to design stuff, and I give you...
Oh, we have the same person in mind, I think.
Clear constructive criticism. I cared about you. I tried to give you good direction. I tried to give you good advice, and you dodge me. And now I barely talk to you. And then we show up in the same other leagues, and you dodge me. And we show up in this other league, and you dodge me. You're in CWT. I'm in CWT. You used to run CWT. I used to run CWT. So I am calling out a challenge. Now that I don't have any tournaments to look at, now that I don't have any of that to look out, I want one grudge match. I want it to be JB3, and I am going to hunt you down. Hitman Hunter Chambliss.
That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I was hinting at. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen right after the 1-year cast anniversary. That'll be our first match after this tournament is over. It will be JB3 versus Hunter Chambliss in the battle of the former Combat Wrestling Trivia owners. So stay tuned for that. But also, remember, sign up for the CWT Rumble coming to us at the end of the month. It'll be a great time for that. It'll be the celebrating September, where starting September 26th, gift subs are 50% off. Hello, Dwayne.
The t-shirt that we're giving away, is that what you wear?
It'll be this, or you can pick any design. You can pick any faction design. You can pick this design. You can pick the Prestige logo, the Clash of the Combatants Volume 2 logo, the For the Kiddies logo.
For the kiddies, for the kiddies,
For the Kiddies logo. I will, anything that's CWT related, because technically I do own those designs, so I'm allowed to get them printed on shirts, so we don't break any copyrights. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. We'll be giving away 3 shirts in the Rumble. You can get an entry into those draws by playing in the Rumble, subbing to the channel, or every gift sub. Dwayne, you already have 8 entries into this draw, and then it'll be 9 if you
3 entries in the Rumble, then, right?
With 3 entries in the Rumble?
3 entries in the Rumble, right? Then?
Yeah. Okay, calm down, Mick Foley. But yeah, you could technically walk away with 3 shirts. I mean, you have 8 entries already into this draw, so your odds are very high. But starting September 26th, gift subs are 50% off, so we will all look forward to that, and we look forward to the Castiversary. We have one quarter-final match remaining. It'll be Steve Mesa against my best friend, Dim Simmons. Date and time to be determined, but stay tuned for that. And then we'll be starting those semifinals to lead us into the finals, and then it'll be time for that big event when the CWT Pro Wrestling Trivia Championship will be on the line to fatal four-way combat returns to CWT as the dude Andrew Hayes defends against Dim Simmons, defends against Papa West, and Michael Turner. Also, Brian McCormick will defend the Twitch TV Championship against Jacob Barber after Jacob won the faction shakeup back recently. But we have all that and many more to come. I'm just rambling. Have a great night, everyone. We will see you very soon. Yes? Want to say something? No? You
I'm pointing at Dwayne and I'm pointing my.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, yeah. Have a great night, everyone.